Hey you guys, hope you're staying happy and healthy. For those that don't know me, my name is Natalia, and every Friday I upload fitness videos that are easy to be done at home and require minimal equipment. For this week's workout, I designed a program that is solely going to focus on the upper body and is going to help get that pump and get rid of those bingo wings that have been bugging you for years. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Like I said before, this week's focus is our upper body, so we're going to be targeting our chest, back, biceps, triceps, shoulders, and our traps. Before we start our workout, we need some equipment. If you have bands or weights at home, that's great, but if you don't, I'm going to show you some equipment that you can find around the house that you can use for this program. So some things that you might need to grab are 2 jars that are the same weight. Today I'm using peanut butter, books or textbooks, 2 bags. You might need a bin depending on what level you choose for your exercise. And lastly, you're going to need a chair or a couch or a bench, doesn't really matter. This week's program consists of 3 supersets that each have 2 exercises. The supersets are designed to work the antagonistic muscle pairs. This means that as one muscle contracts, the other relaxes and vice versa. For example, biceps and triceps are a pair. This way of training allows muscle pairs to remain balanced. Each exercise is to be performed for 10 to 12 reps, and make sure to repeat the same amount of reps for both arms if necessary. Do each superset for 3 to 4 sets, and like last week, try not to rest after exercises, but instead take a 1-minute rest once you have completed the superset. I have provided 3 levels for each exercise, so you choose the level that meets your needs and abilities. I will now go into demonstrating the exercises and explaining each level. The first exercise of the first superset is a push-up. So for the first level, it is an incline push-up. So you're going to grab your chair, you're going to place your hands on the chair, keep your feet on the ground. Make sure you're placing your hands under your shoulders, and when you're doing your push-up, keep your core engaged the entire time and your spine neutral, so nice and straight. So it's going to look something like this. And you're going to do 10 to 12 reps of this exercise. For the second level of a push-up, it is just a regular push-up. So you're going to go on the ground, same thing, hands under your shoulders, keeping your elbows nice and tight to your body, and then you're going to press up for 10 to 12 reps. So for level 3, it is a decline push-up. This variation is more difficult because you have to push more of your own weight. Now this time around, you're going to place your feet on the chair, hands on the ground. Same thing, hands under your shoulders, keeping your elbows nice and tight, core engaged. And then go up, 10 to 12 reps. The last exercise of the first superset, it is a row, and it's going to be targeting our back. So for the first level, you're going to grab your chair along with your book and your bag. And for this one, you're going to place your knee on the chair as well as your hand, and whichever leg is back, that's the one you're going to hold the weight in. And you can grip a little bit lower on the bag. And what you're going to do is you're going to row up for 1 second, and then you're going to go down for 3 seconds. This is called the time under tension relationship. So it's going to look like this. So 1, 2, 3. For the second level, it is still going to be a single arm row, except now you're not going to use the chair for support. You're going to do it standing. So whichever leg goes back, that's the one you're going to hold the weight in. You're going to bend at the hips, keeping your back nice and straight. So you're going to go here, and then you're going to do the time under tension relationship again. So for 1 second up, 3 seconds down. Make sure you do 10 to 12 reps on each side. And for the last level, if you don't have a barbell at home, you're gonna grab your bin. You can put as much weight in the bin as you would like. Preferably, make sure the bin has handles so that you can grip onto it. You're gonna have your feet shoulder width apart. Same thing, you're gonna bend at the hips, knees slightly bent, and you're gonna row the bin up to your body and then down. So you're gonna do the time under tension relationship. So 1 second up, 3 seconds down. Back nice and straight. For the first exercise of the second superset, it is a wall tricep extension. So obviously you're gonna need to find a wall. And for all 3 levels, it is going to be the same, except to make this exercise more difficult, you just have to move your feet further away from the wall. So I'll demonstrate something that would look like a level 1. So you're gonna be closer to the wall, on your toes, hands shoulder width apart, core engaged, back is flat, and you're gonna go out until it's fully extended, and then come back in. If you wanna make this more difficult, I'll demonstrate a level 3. You're gonna go further out, hands are in the same position, and you're gonna go until your elbows touch the wall, and then you're gonna fully extend up, and you're gonna remain on your toes the entire time. You're gonna do this exercise for 10 to 12 reps. The second exercise of the second superset, it is a bicep curl. So for the first level, you're gonna need a chair and both of your jars. So you're gonna sit down, make sure you have a neutral spine and your feet are planted on the ground. You're gonna hold the weight at 90 degrees and you're gonna curl up and then go back to your 90, making sure you alternate sides and you're doing 10 to 12 reps on each side. For the second level of the bicep curl, instead of doing it seated, now you're going to be standing, feet at a comfortable distance, and same thing, you're going to hold your weights at 90 degrees and you're going to curl up and then back down, alternating sides, doing 10 to 12 reps. And then for the last level of the bicep curl, you're going to be going at a full range of motion, but you're going to use the time under tension technique. So you're going to start at the bottom and you're going to alternate sides as well. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 3 seconds up, and then 1, 2, 3 on the way down. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. And then 3 seconds on the way down, making sure you do 10 to 12 reps on both sides. For the first exercise of the last superset, it is a single arm shoulder press. So for the first level, you're going to grab your chair and your jar. You're going to have a seat, making sure that your feet are flat on the floor, spine is neutral. Your starting position, you're going to have the weight in line with your head, and you're going to extend all the way up, and then return back to your starting position, and then up, and then back down, making sure you do 10 to 12 reps on each side. Now for level 2, it's still going to be a single arm shoulder press, except now you're going to do it in a half kneeling position. So whichever leg is going back, that's the one you're going to hold the weight in, and you're going to start in the same position. You're going to extend up, and then go back down. You want to do 10 to 12 reps on each side, so make sure you switch legs. And for level 3, instead of doing it seated or half kneeling, now you're going to be standing. Your starting position is going to be the same, and you're going to press up and then back down, doing 10 to 12 reps on each side. For the last exercise of the last superset, it is an upright row. For this exercise, we're going to be targeting our traps along with our shoulders. So this one doesn't really have much variation within the levels, but I'll give you different techniques that you can use to make this exercise a little bit more difficult. So the basic upright row, you're gonna grab your 2 bags and put some books in it or use dumbbells, and you're gonna row up as far as you can and then come back down. To make this a little bit more difficult, you can hold for 3 seconds up top and then come down, or you can add more weight into your bags. Since this program only consists of 6 exercises, I'd like you to try to pair it with a long walk, a run, a bike ride, or even a karate class through Zoom. I also recommend that you try to do this program at least twice until next Friday. Don't forget to like this video and like our Facebook page at Douvris Martial Arts Orleans. Also, comment down below what you thought of the video and make sure to subscribe to our channel. Stay safe and have a great day.